That's too much
New
CBD.
releases. I know Wombat. You've been playing one of these. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Yes, which I believe comes out the day this episode will drop on the podcast streams. So tomorrow for those watching it
This
now.
is a Wombat exclusive
Yeah.
review.
They sent me our friends at Ubisoft sent me a code for the game just before Thanksgiving.
Pretty much unasked.
Yeah. I'm about 20 hours in and I really like this game. I like it a lot.
I like it a
I
lot.
like it a lot. It's you probably if you know anything about it, you've probably read it. It's like if Assassin's Creed and Breath of the Wild had a baby and then someone slapped a Fable coat of paint on it. Because that's
Okay.
fairly apt. Maybe not fair, because I think it does a lot of unique things too. That make it, special, I'll say. I think Shipwreck would really like this game. I think Cheapy might like. You know who'd really like it? Ty.
He's not playing any games
I'm just saying,
ever
he would really
again.
like it. It has a Greek myth theme
Oh,
going
okay.
to
Then
it.
he would like it. You're right.
Yeah, the game starts off. Zeus is talking to Prometheus, who's chained to a rock, and they're talking about Typhon, who's taken over the Earth. And the game is literally narrated by Zeus and Prometheus. And it's funny because I saw some critics say that they didn't think it was funny or creative, and I actually thought it was kind of funny. So shows what I know. I like the narration in the game. It does. I don't think it overstays its welcome, and I don't think it happens too often. But you play as a character that you create named Phoenix. You could be either a male or a female, and you're dropped off in this fairly open world where there's lots of puzzles to solve, lots of doodads to collect, lots of armor to wear, lots of helmets to find, new swords, new axes, new bows and arrows. You can ride a horse.
Dress up?
Or
What's the dress up
lots of
situation?
the dress up situation is really cool because there's a whole slew of different armors. I've found like I don't know, maybe 10. And each armor, so when you upgrade your armor, you upgrade all your armors. So if your defense is a 14, it's going to be a 14 for all of them. But each armor has its own unique perk to it.
Mm.
Like if I wear the Medusa armor, if I stun someone, I get some of my health back. Or if I wear the Minotaur armor, it gives me some of my something else back. Whatever it might be. But different armors do different things.
Whatever Minotaurs do.
Whatever Minotaurs do.
They hit
Yeah.
things with their horns, I feel.
Right, they're in a
Yes.
maze. They
Yeah.
like to hang out in mazes.
You fight a lot of Minotaurs, and it
Are they in
has
mazes?
this. Huh?
Are they in mazes or are they just out in the open?
No, they're just out in the world. And there's
Weird.
lots of other puzzles like shoot an arrow through a set of rings or those slidey picture puzzles. Those are there too. And there's also things called vaults, which if you played Breath of the Wild, you probably have an idea what they're like. They're randomly strewn out throughout the world. You jump into one, and it's its own little self-contained sort of puzzle world where you are looking to get the lightning at the end of the path. You just got to make it through the path. There's usually two things to collect in each one, like a piece of armor and a piece of lightning. The lightning upgrades your stamina. So, and those are cool because there's a lot of them, and they're not too challenging. Uh, in this game, I'll say it: your weapons don't degrade, they don't break.
That sounds good. I like that.
Yeah. So when you collect weapons, you keep them. You can adjust the difficulty if you're finding that it's a little too much or a little too easy. You can make it easier or harder at any time.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It does have, the combat system is basically the same as Assassin's Creed. So if you
I think
played
the
Assassin's Creed,
difficulty this game has is that it just sounds super generic. It just sounds like it's all the same games with like an art style that is not meant for the masses.
It's got it's a it's this is it a candy coated Assassin's Creed essentially?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be wrong. I think that that lends some charm to it, especially if you're a fan of those games. Like I said, I think you would really like it, especially if it's an Assassin's Creed game that you can play with your kids in the room.
Right. I definitely am interested in it because I'm more interested in this than I am in Assassin's Creed, just because it's not Assassin's Creed at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also realizing that this is going to be cheap really quick.
I mean,
yeah.
it's being released at a really weird time. And like I said, I'm a bit surprised because I think this game is really good. Like if this game came out, say the same week that Avengers came out, people would be talking about how great this game is, and it would make Avengers look even worse.
Yikes.
And it's interesting. And I think is it Angetron in the chat asks, "Isn't this from the same team that did Assassin's Creed Odyssey?" And it is. This is from the Odyssey team. And you can, and there's a lot of similarities in the movement and the motion and the world and even the quest lines. You can see those similarities. Obviously, there's the knowledge of the history of the Greek history that helps. This is obviously more based in myth than Odyssey was. But it's just, it's something about it. It's very charming. I like flying. You get Icarus wings, and you can spread them out and glide pretty far. I like the challenges. I like those puzzle vaults. I like finding the new armor. It's just something about it. It has that, just one more mission. Just one more mission before I go to bed. Just one more. I'll just do one more vault. I'll just get one more thing. I'll get one more chest before, and next thing you know, you've opened up 3 more chests and it's 3 hours later.
What do you think about the visuals on this?
I like them. Again, it's very Fable-y looking.
But this is Series X, whatever, Series.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't even know how do we refer to these two Xbox consoles? Just the Xbox
SX.
Series?
I usually go with the SX when I talk about the Series X.
SX?
SX.
So I should say
about them. So it's the new Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it's just weird. So
Yes.
I mean,
and again, we're talking about Immortals: Fenyx Rising because people keep asking what.
I
game?
know they're trolling
because
now.
people forget that name immediately after you say it.
I plastered it across the screen. People, they were just kidding though. But does it look like a next gen game? That's what I'm asking.
As much as any of the games I've seen so far, which is a big.
Not many.
Yeah. I will say this: the 2-second load times is pretty nice, though.
Okay, that's something.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. No,
pretty cool.
So it sounds like you like it. Sounds like
I do. I like it a lot. I look forward to playing more of it. If we weren't doing this, I probably would be doing that right now.
Right.
How is it cutting into your Assassin's Creed time?
I haven't really played as much Assassin's Creed since I got this because I know this game is shorter. So I want to finish this and then go back to Assassin's Creed, which I know I'm close to finishing.
Right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got this week? That's Immortals: Fenyx Rising. All right. It's like Ship says, it's going to be cheap fast.
I mean, Ubisoft games just drop so quickly no matter what. And this seems like one they're going to be packing in with string cheese at some point.
Did that happen?
I don't know if they would do that, but I think I would say
they've done it before.
Was that Rabbids? Yeah. What happened with?
No, that was Beyond Good and Evil.
Really? Oh my gosh! All right. What else in new releases?
Not a whole lot else, right?
I saw that they have the next gen versions of Rainbow Six Siege. Did you try that, Wombat? You used to be all about that.
I haven't. Is that officially out
now?
Yes,
I saw it tagged on my library.
Okay, I have to download it. The hard drive space is at a premium now.
Yes. What else? Any other new?
Not a whole lot else. There's a new Worms game out. Worms Rumble.
Woo-hoo! All right, fine.